There we go.
Recording in progress.
Okay, so welcome. My name is Nicole Street, and this is a chair yoga class. We'll be sitting on the chair doing different types of exercise, stretching, and modified yoga poses for maybe a good hour. We're going to try for that. The class is an hour and a half, so if you don't already have a drink, I would recommend having one handy. So welcome to Vicki and Debbie, and we'll go ahead and get started now. So let's take a breath in and raise the arms up, stretching up nice and high, and then letting the arms float down to the side as we breathe out. Let's try that again, taking the arms up, palms come up nice and high, and then exhale, let the arms come down. Nice. Now let's take the arms out to the sides and up, stretch, and then bring the hands together and down to the heart center. And then start breathing in, swoop the arms down, take them out to the sides and up, palms together. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart center. Let's breathe here a couple times. Sitting up nice and tall. And one more breath. Draw the shoulder blades in a bit so you can feel your back getting stronger. Exhale. Nice. Let's let the arms come down, and we're going to swing them a little bit forward and back. So if you have arms on the chair, that might be hard to do. So you could scooch to one side and just do one arm at a time. Now let's take the arms all the way up. Now let's weave the fingers together there and turn the palms up and stretch the hands up above the head, and maybe even get a little bend in the upper back, and then bring the arms down. Okay, now we're going to take our arms out to the sides and make some circles out there. And then we'll change the direction. Spread the fingers out, the thumbs too, change the direction again. And then the last one, change the direction again. Nice. And then we'll bring the hands together again, and we'll do some breathing exercise, some bellows breath. So when we open the bellows, that's when we take the elbows up and out, open the rib cage, taking as much air as you can, lean back a little with the head and exhale. So that depends on your neck, leaning back. Again, breathe in, fully inflate the lungs, tip the head if you can, exhale, draw the elbows in. 2 more, breathe in, elbows out, ribs stretch, exhale. So hopefully we can make a little noise with our breath. Inhale, reaching the elbows out and up. And then exhale, bringing those elbows back in. Now let's put the hands down on the knees. We're going to go around in circles. So we're really leading with our rib cage, taking our bodies, our upper bodies, out from our center line. And then we'll reverse it. Nice circles. You can make these small, medium, or large, whichever fits your looseness of your body at the moment. One more time around. And then back to the center. Nice. Let's take hold of our left knee and draw it up towards our chest. Sitting up as tall as we can, shoulders are back. So if you draw the shoulder blades together, that'll bring the shoulders back and down. And then release that side, go for the right knee, draw it up and inward. Sitting up tall again, breathing. One more breath. And down, very nice. Let's take our arms up again. Reach high, and then we're going to lower our left arm and lean to the left side. We're reaching with the right hand away from the body up towards the sky. And then we'll return to the center. Take the right arm, or sorry, the left arm up, stretch it upwards, and then we'll lean to the right, reaching away with that left hand. And then returning to the center. Very nice. Now we're going to take our legs forwards, lift them up off the floor, and then put them back down, lift them up, put them down, up and down, up and down. A few more times. And then we're going to take them out to the sides and back to the center, out to the sides, back to the center. So it's nice if we can lift the legs up. We'll feel a little bit more ab work that way. But if you need to keep the feet on the ground, then it's more of a slide. That's fine. If you want to modify the poses to fit your yoga, and listen to your own body. Let's do this a few more times. And then we'll bring our feet back to the center. Take another breath in. Then we'll fold forward. So we're going to hinge from the hips. Maybe you can hold on to your knees if you want, or let the arms come down. So we have a flattish back, and we're bringing our chest lower towards our thighs. And then let the head hang down if you're all right with that. And we'll slowly come up. And then take the arms up above the head. Stretch up. And then bring the hands to the heart center. Now let's lift our elbows up to the sides. Let the hands separate a little bit, except the fingertips. Exhale, press the palms together. So we're getting some good muscle work across the chest. Now open up, big breath in. And you can feel it in your back too. Press again. Shoulders and arms. And then breathe in. Let the elbows float up. As you take in air, exhale, press. And then one more. Elbows go up as we breathe in as deeply as we can. And then exhale, press. And then bring the hands down to the knees. Scooch back in the chair. And we're going to separate those knees out wide. Actually, maybe I shouldn't have told you to scooch back. Forward might be better, might be more comfortable. So we're going to stretch our left shoulder forward first and get a nice groin stretch as well as shoulder. So breathe in, nice big breath, and then bring that left shoulder forwards. And you can press lightly on your inner knees so that the knees will stay outward, or even go a little farther if it's comfortable. And breathe while you're down here. And then we'll slowly come back up. So we just want to separate the knees as far as it's comfortable for those inner upper thigh muscles. So now let's take another breath in. And bring the right shoulder forwards and then downwards. So you might feel some stretch in the back. Feel the hips opening up. Just breathe here And then slowly bring yourself back up. Nice. Bring the feet, toes closer together, heels, toes, and heels. And we're going to take our feet and arms forwards and flex and point. And a few more times. And then we'll hold the flex. So if you want, your heels can be on the floor. And then hold a point. Hold a flex. And then hold a point. And then let's make circles. So we'll take the feet out and around. If you took the circles the other way, not a problem. Because we're going to switch anyway. So let's go ahead and switch now. And then release that. So let's take a breath in, reaching up, stretching. We're going to lean to the side again, each way. So left arm down, right arm stretching upwards and slightly to the side. And then now the other way. Reach and stretch, spread the fingers out too, so we can stretch those hands, lean. Try to keep the arm in line with the ears. Just with a couple breaths on each side, come back up. Then we're going to push ourselves out of the chair so we can get a drink. So come on up and take a nice drink to stay hydrated. And then we'll be sitting back in the chair and make sure we have enough light today. It's gotten a little bit dark here. Okay, so the next thing we'll do is our warrior series. So this is a modification of the standing warrior poses. So we're going to turn towards our right. That left knee is downward at first, and we're holding on with the right hand. And then we can slide our left foot back until we are in a chair supported lunge. Then we'll take our left arm forward, so our chest goes forwards. The left arm goes forwards and up just as high as it's comfortable. If you don't need to hold on to the back of the chair for balance, you can take that right arm up too. And then if you want, you can press back with that left heel to get a nice stretch all along the left leg. And our gaze or our drishti can go part way up or all the way up. Stretching and then anchoring the arms into the shoulder sockets for sturdiness. So looking up or looking straight ahead, whichever drishti is more comfortable for you is fine. Then we will be moving into our warrior two. So let's bring our arms down, turn that back leg out so the foot goes to the side and the left hip is open. And then we'll take our arms forward and backwards. So the right arm's in front, left arm's back. And we want our torso to be over our hips. Now we can bring the shoulder blades together. Think about drawing the abdominal area in and upwards so that we are working on our posture and our balance and our strength. And even our breath. So let's focus on the breath. And then we'll take our right arm up and our left arm down. Stretching the Right arm upwards, maybe even back a little if you would like to get into a slight curve. And our right knee is still aiming straight forwards. So if it sinks over to the side, try to lift it back into the center. And here, our drishti can follow whatever portion of the arm. Maybe it's the lower arm we're looking beyond, elbow, wrist, hand. Then we'll come back to our warrior two. Bring our elbow to the knee and lift the left arm up. Roll the chest to the side. That'll help roll that shoulder back. Spread the fingers out. Let's get a good hand stretch. And then try to reach the upper body towards the right knee and maybe even as if you're reaching beyond it. We can stretch the lower back that way. It's very nice. And then we'll come back up to our seated warrior two. The torso is above the hips. Shoulder blades are in. Now we're going to go the other way. Left arm down, right arm up. Turn the palm back, stretch it upwards. Reach. And then lean back. Get that curve again. And then come back up. Bring that left knee in, turn to the side, and stomp the feet a little bit. Or roll through the feet is better. Tap, tap, tap. With a little roll. I don't actually know why I said stomp. But I guess you could if you wanted. Anyway, now we're going to turn to the other side and begin our warrior poses with our left knee forward and the right knee is down, and then we stretch back, taking that right foot back as far as it's comfortable for us, straightening the leg as much as we can back there, and reaching with the heel. And now, holding on with the left hand, we're going to turn our torsos back towards the left knee and take the right arm forwards and as high up as your body will be happy with. Stretching the hand out so fingers are separated. The gaze or drishti is forwards or any place higher that feels right to you. And breathe. Still reaching back with the left heel. One more full breath. Then we'll breathe in, kind of lift a little, open up that hip, take the leg open, and leg still stretched back. Bring that body over the hips. And now with that foot turned to the side, the hip open, we're going to take our arms forward and back. And then we can turn towards our left hand and look beyond it. Draw the shoulder blades in. And then breathe, nice, calm, and full Ujjayi breath. Our Ujjayi breath is all of that, plus constricting a little bit in the throat so that you can have a good breathy sound come out. Making it easier to keep track of your breath. Feeling a nice vibration. So maybe practice one more breathy sound. Excellent. Let's take our right arm down, lift the left one up, turn the left palm back and stretch upwards. And then lean back enough to get a little bit of a curve. And still keeping that forward knee going straight ahead. If it collapses a little bit inward, And just straighten it back out. And now we'll come back to our warrior two and tip forwards from the hips, bringing the left elbow to the left knee and taking the right arm up. And now turning the upper body towards the side so that left shoulder rolls back, or right shoulder rolls back, fingers are spread. And now try to reach with the upper body away from the hips. So we're stretching our spines, especially the lower part when we reach the torso towards the left knee. And we can look part way up or all the way up, whatever works for you. Then we're going to come back up and we're going to lean back one more time. So switch so that the left arm goes up. Nice little curve in the back. Think about the knee again that's in the front. And then back up to the side. Now let's draw that back leg slowly inward. Shift our bodies to the front. And take a nice breath in. And let the arms come down. Okay, let's pad the feet again. Tap, tap, tap. All right, and then sitting back in the chair, we're going to lift our right foot up onto the chair so that the sole of the foot is against the thigh, and then try to sit up nice and tall. So just do the best you can on that. And this is in preparation for a seated butterfly. So right now we have one side of the butterfly. Now take another breath, nice deep breath while you let your body get used to this position. And then we'll release that side and go for the other one. So left foot up, pressing against the right thigh, sit up nice and tall. And that knee might have to be up a little, and that's okay. Just do what you can here. Sit up tall, breathe. So I said it's in preparation for butterfly, which you probably guessed means that we're going to try to have both of our feet up on the chair. So you can leave that left one up and just try to add the right one. And then hold on to, we want to hold on to the ankles if we can, or the feet without pulling towards the body. And the soles of the feet can open like a book. Ideally, the outer edges of the feet are touching. And we're sitting up as tall as we can, all the way down towards the spine, which means the pelvic floor might want to roll down and back a little bit. And the shoulder blades are drawn in, so the shoulders roll back and down. And then breathe here. You can close your eyes. And then enjoy another nice deep breath in your Ujjayi breath style. And then we'll start coming out of this pose. Let's take one leg down at a time. And then we're going to send our legs out in front and hold on to the chair. So we're going to take our legs out and then cross them out and cross them. And draw the belly in and upwards as you do this. So again, the feet are going out and crossing. Do this at your own pace. You can speed it up if you want. You can slow it down and really squeeze the inner thighs together. So make it how you feel is best for you today. Or you can mix it up Oh, welcome to Pauline. So Pauline has joined us now. And Pauline, we have Debbie and Vicky in class right now. So we'll cross a few more times. And then bring the feet together and down. Now let's place our hands near the knees. Sit up nice and tall. So roll the pelvic floor so that the lower back can be pretty straight. We're going to take our head from side to side. Just keep turning the head side to side, looking the same direction that the head is going. And do this at your own pace. You want to go slowly enough so that your neck is comfortable. And then let's bring our heads back to the center and nod up and down. So slowly at first. And you can continue slowly, or you can change the pace to fit your own needs. Nodding the head up and down. And then we'll take the chin down towards the chest. Draw it in a little, so tuck the chin in and get a nice stretch in the upper back of the neck. And then let's release the head. Take a nice breath in, reach the arms up. Weave the fingers together and flip the palms up and give a nice stretch upwards. And we can do that back bend again. If you want a little bit of back bend here as you breathe and stretch, feel a nice opening of the chest and stretch in the shoulders. And then we'll bring the arms down, take them to the sides and give them a good shake. Let's scooch over to the right side of our chair and take our right arm, and we're going to make big circles. And we'll go both directions. I've started kind of reaching forward, up and around, but it doesn't matter because we will be switching. And now let's switch the direction. And do 2 more of those while I get some more light in here. And then we'll switch back to the middle and do the other side. So let's take that left arm up and around. And then we'll switch it. Nice circles. And bring the hand back to your lap. So now we're going to cross our left leg over our right leg. And if you're able to, even maybe wrap that left foot around the right leg. And then we'll take our left arm out in front. We're doing our eagle pose. And we're going to swoop the right arm under and see if we can get those palms to face each other in the front. Once that happens, if you feel like you want a little more stretch, you can lift the hands up higher and just breathe your nice Ujjayi breath. If this gets to be too much, you can always loosen it, lower it, or come out of it at least a little bit so that you can still be comfortable. But right now we're trying to stretch the little muscles across the top of the back. Stretch the shoulders. And then slowly bring it down. And release. Shake the arms, release the legs, pad the feet. Maybe if you can shake the arms and pad the feet all at the same time, then we're getting some coordination work too. All right. Okay, so now we're going to switch to the other side, right over left. Swoop around, and we'll take our right arm out in front and whip that left one under, bring the palms together. So you can let them stay low, or you can try to work them up higher gradually so that you can be taking stock of how the body feels and going up as high as you feel like it's the right point for you to be working on this. And we'll take one more breath. And then on the exhale, slowly lower the arms down. Unwind, shake the arms, unwind the legs, pad the feet. Very nice. Okay, we're going to do a graduated twist to the side. So let's turn to our right side. Sorry, I get mixed up. And then hold on to the back of the chair. So we can sit up nice and straight and lift through the body, reaching up as if we're being drawn from the crown of the head. Now let's take a big breath in. And then turn as far as it's comfortable to the side, towards the chair. And then breathe in and lift. And if you're able and it feels good to go a little farther, go ahead. And breathe in again and lift up again. Exhale, and if it's appropriate, turn a little farther around. And then breathe in and lift. This is the last one. And if you can go a little farther and it's comfortable, do. Then we'll slowly unwind. Great. And come back to the center. And then over to the other side. Grab onto the back of the chair. Sit up nice and tall. Take a big breath in. So we're breathing through the nose as much as we can. And now exhale, turn towards the back of the chair. Then breathe in and stretch upwards. Exhale, turn towards the back of the chair, maybe a little more. Or stay in that other spot. Breathe in, lift. Exhale, maybe turn a little more. And then the last one, breathe in and lift. And then exhale and turn a little more towards the chair. And then exhale or relax. Come back towards the knees, then bring the legs back to the front. And let's pat our feet again. Let's breathe in and reach up again. And let the arms float down. Nice. Let's take our left arm up above the head and bend at the elbow. So now we can either take our right hand up to the elbow and wiggle around so we start to feel a good shoulder stretch on the left side. If you prefer, you can reach that right hand up the back and see if the fingers can touch or come together or reach for each other. You can do either way or switch between them. Whichever way you like best. And continue your nice full breathing while you get a really good deep stretch in that left shoulder. then we'll get ready to start releasing that side. Slowly come out of it, shake the arms, do a little rolling action, and then take the right arm up, bend at the elbow. Bring the left hand up higher, or if you prefer, reach up the back. Both are really good. And breathe. Nice, full, Ujjayi breath. And then we'll slowly release that. Shake the arms at the sides of your chair. Really nice big shakes. Then we're going to do some shoulder rolls. So take the shoulders kind of in towards the neck, then down, nice big rolls. You can even feel your abdominal area kind of drawing in as you go around. Maybe you can. And a couple more times. Nice big rolls. Then we'll switch the direction. And then one more. And shake it out. Let's place our hands on our knees, and we'll just do a range of motion twist with the neck. So taking the gaze and the head over to the left side and just holding it there where you know that it's about at the end of your range of motion. You're just going to wait a little bit, and maybe the muscles will relax and you'll be able to take it just slightly farther around. And then we'll slowly bring the head back to the center and do a range of motion stretch towards the right. Then back to the center slowly. Let's take our arms up over our heads. And then take them down, maybe out from the shoulders like this or a little lower. And we're going to take our arms across the body and then reach out so that you're stretching back a little bit behind the body. Forward and back, forward and back. And you can draw the belly in as you're reaching across, similar to our cow cat, which we'll also do. So now we're stretching the back. We've done a lot of working of the back and moving those shoulder blades around. Now we're getting a good stretch, a little lower than when we were in our eagle pose. And then back to the center. Let's scooch back in our chairs. We're going to take our left leg out in front and make circles. And then reverse. And then down. Nice breath in. And exhale. Now we're going to stretch our left leg out in front and make circles. And then back the other way. And then we'll bring the foot down. Nice. And take another breath. And let the arms float down. Now we're going to let the heels rest on the floor in front. Scooch back so you can see my toes. I'm going to bring my toes towards the body and my hands. And then I'm going to scrunch them forwards and make fists and scrunch the toes up. So you can leave the heels down if you want. And I'll stretch the toes out away from each other. Now we're making room between the digits. And then scrunch them up again. And you can make this a power move, flex the muscles in the arms and legs, and stretch out the fingers and toes again. Want to get those toes to really reach. You know we can make the hands reach. Now scrunch them up again. And then last one, stretch them out. Nice, and place the hands on the knees on top of the thighs. Let the feet just rest underneath you. Tilt the pelvic floor back and down so you can have a nice straight back as we close our eyes and just rest here for a little bit. Draw the shoulder blades in first so that we have nice posture through the chest and back and shoulders. Close the eyes and relax the eyes. Relax the eyelids. Relax the outer corners of the eyes. Notice your breathing. Nice full Ujjayi breath is what we want to try for. Relax your eyebrows. And then move your awareness to the forehead and soften the forehead muscles. And then the crown of the heads, we're just moving upwards right now, all the way around the top of the head. Any muscles you can feel, see if you can release them. And now the back of the head. Then around to the sides, the temples. Then the upper cheeks, then across the nose. Then around the nostrils, the upper lip, the lower lip, the rest of the cheeks, all nice and calm. And the jaw, release both sides. Let's breathe here a couple more nice full breaths. And let's reach down. So open your eyes, reach down for the left knee, draw it up and in towards the chest. You can even take it a little out to the side if you'd like. And then back to the center. And then all the way foot to floor. And then we'll reach for the right knee and bring it up towards the chest. Take it out to the side if that feels good. So move it outwards. So we're opening up the hip. And then back to the center. And release. Nice. Now I'm going to turn to the side. You can stay forward if you'd like. I'm going to place my hands on my knees. We're going to do a chair version of our cat and cow pose. So when we go into our cow, we tilt forwards and reach with the head, take in as much air as we can. So we're stretching the rib cage out. And then we come back, so kind of press against the knees with your hands, curve the back, and exhale as much as you can. Okay, so those are the moves. Let's go for cow. Go for cat. And you can do this at your own pace. Or go with me. Cow. Cat. Breathe in, cow. And cat. Cow. Cat, and we'll do one more of each. And now cow. And cat. And then sit back up. Hope that was enjoyable. All right, so now we're going to separate the legs, scooch the hips a little forwards. So our knees are going out again. We're going to take our left hand and place it on the inside of the left leg and reach up with our right hand. And we'll be sliding that left hand down. So just go down and tip forward from the hips just as far as it's comfortable, keeping the face facing forwards. Or you can look down if you prefer, but I kind of like facing forwards and then come back up. Nice. And now we'll try the other side, pressing the hand, the palm of the hand along the inside of the right leg and take the left arm up and slide down, keeping the back as straight as you can. So it's a little bit like some of our other poses, like our triangle pose. So we're going low with the hand, but keeping the face and upper body upwards. And then slowly come up. Very nice. Now let's walk those feet together again. So toes together, heels together, toes together, heels together. Now we're going to walk the feet outwards. Toes out, heels out, toes out, and heels out. Now heels in, toes in, heels in, toes in, toes out, heels out, toes out, heels out, heels in, toes in, heels in, and toes in. Nice. Now we're going to take the feet out in front and swoop them over to the right side. Take them out in front. Swoop them over to the left side. Front, right, front, left. So if you get it going a little this faster way, then it's actually more of a swinging motion. It's a little bit easier. So you can slow it down if you want to again, or you can keep it going this way. You can feel your abdominal muscles working while you're doing this swooping motion, which is good. We want to work those abs. And if it feels good, go ahead and do a couple more. And then bring the feet back. Take another nice breath in. Stretch. Weave the fingers together. We're going to do another pressing of the palms upwards. Little back bend. See if it feels any looser this time than before. And then bring the arms down. This time, I'm going to turn to the side. You may have to as well if you have a back to your chair. And reach the hands behind. Weave them together back there. And then press the knuckles downwards, opening up the chest. Then we're going to lift our arms as high as we can in the back, as long as it's comfortable. And then we'll bring our chest a little lower. Now you can bring your chest all the way down and look down at the floor if you want and let the arms come up, or you can just come forwards and let the arms come up part way and keep the head up nice and high. So whichever one works for you, this one or this one. They're both good. And then slowly come back up. Nice. And then we'll turn back to the front. Okay, so now we're going to take our feet out in front again and take them out to the sides and bring them across on the floor. So cross them out to the sides, and we want to sit up nice and tall, cross on the floor, then lift and outwards, cross and outwards, cross and outwards. So this is another version of crossing the legs, so you have a lot to choose from. And then we'll take them out and then back in. Now we're going to cross our right foot on the left knee and grab onto the foot with both your hands. We're going to weave our right fingers in between the toes of the left foot. And then we're going to make that foot go around in a circle. And you want your toes to have a lot of like forward and back motion as you go around. So it's a little bit of a training of the toes to work a little more independently, stretching them out and getting them more flexible. Our toes are really important in helping us keep our balance. So, and now back the other way. Just a few times or so more. And then we're going to take our hands and give our foot a massage. Good job, foot. And massage those toes. Massage the pads of the foot. Massage the arch. The outer part. And a little bit the heel. And then kind of twist the foot so you're getting a stretch in the outer. You want to bring the outer edge of the foot towards you. So just do that with all your fingers. Just pull back on the outer edge of the foot so you feel a nice stretch there. And then we'll release that foot and cross the other foot over and do the same thing on the other side. So see if you can get fingers between the toes. You might not be able to. If not, just hold on to the toes and take the foot around. So you're getting a nice flexation and point with the foot in a nice fluid motion, working the ankle and foot. And then we'll reverse it. All right, and then we're going to go for our massage. So the thumbs sliding and pressing along the underside of the toes is very nice. Maybe you want to pull on the toes a little bit. Just manipulate them around so that it feels good. And then after the toes, let's move on to the pads of the foot. You might even take the knuckles of one of your hands and rub into the pads of the foot, as long as it feels good. Or if your thumbs are sore, you might have to use your knuckles, right? So do what's right for you. And then the arch of the foot, nice massage there. Maybe rub the knuckles forward and back, or or at an angle. And then a little bit of massaging to the heel, maybe squeeze on it a little. And then finally, we'll stretch the outer edge of the foot towards the right knee. So right outer edge of foot. And we're going to pull it with our fingers towards the right knee. Just enough so we feel a little bit of a stretch. And then we'll release it and bring the foot down. Let's take a nice breath in together again. Reach up. Then we'll go for a side reach. Come up, switch the sides, and the other side reach. And come up. Great. Now we're going to put our left ankle on the knee. And we want to keep that left knee down. Sit up nice and tall, flex the foot, and then we're going to lean forward until we feel a nice stretch in the left side, the piriformis, in the hip area. So we're getting a stretch. I'm going to turn to the side just in case anyone would like to see. This is where we're targeting the piriformis muscle. If we keep it nice and stretched, we'll have less of a chance to get any sciatica problems. So we just want to take our time here, leaning forward, keeping the belly drawn in and upwards, at least the feeling of that. So we're working those muscles there. And keeping our shoulder blades nice and close so that we're working on our upper back posture, even in this pose. And then from here, we'll slowly rise up and switch to the other side. So flexing the foot, keeping the knee low, and hinging from the hips, keeping the back nice and straight, and just tipping forwards until you start to feel the stretch. Once you feel it, then take it a little deeper if it's appropriate. So listen to your own body and do what's right for you. So leaning, feeling the stretch. It's deep in the hip and buttocks area. Stretching the piriformis muscle. And then we'll slowly rise up and put the foot down. We're going to get out of the chair to take a drink again. So let's practice rising up with our hips. Maybe take one hand off the chair and reach up and forwards. And then switch to the other one. So we're in a chair. So from the side, it looks kind of like this. We're practicing chair. And then if you can bring both arms up, then you're in regular chair and lift all the way up. Now go ahead and get your drink. And then we're going to stand behind our chair a little bit with our feet out. And we're pointing them out at 45 degrees because that's about the way the knees are going to bend. So you want your feet and your knees to be lined up. And it's getting dark again. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and bend our knees and come up. So kind of plie, keeping the belly in, knees going out, and the hips coming down. but the back is staying exactly in the same place. It's just moving up and down like it's in an elevator. When we have arches in our feet, our toes are gripping the floor. And one more. After this one, and up. Nice. And then the toe heel thing, toe heel, toe heel. And then we'll do some side lifts. So left leg goes up. And then switch to the right. And then let's face the back of the chair, stepping back from it. Let's go into a tabletop. So we have our hips reaching back, our head can stay up, looking up, that's fine. Or you can look at the floor and put your ears between your arms, either one. So this is our tabletop, stretching the hips back. And then walk back up to the chair. And step back with the right foot and push the right hip out to the side. So we're stretching the right hip. And then back to the chair. Step back with the left leg and push the left hip out to the side. So we're stretching that outer left hip area. And then back to the center and step up. With the chair, we're going to have it on our side. We're going to do a tree pose next. So let's stand on our right foot, or whichever one is next to your chair, it's fine. And then spread the toes out, make sure you maintain an arch as best you can. Draw the abdominal muscles nice and tight, and bring the other foot close, lift the toes if you can, and turn the knee outwards. Bring the hand up to the heart center, and take that hand up above the head. We want our hip to stay in line with the leg and the shoulder as best as we can. If you want to let go of the chair at all, you can use both hands up there. And if you find you felt better holding on, then you can just take the hand back down. Let's take another breath or two. And then we'll slowly bring the hand or hands down and release the legs and walk it out. Now you can either flip the chair to the other side or just face the other direction. So let's place our toes firmly into the floor, arch is there, bring the other foot close, draw the abs in and upwards, and then lift the foot and turn it out so that your knee is on its way to the side. And then bring the hand to the heart center and slowly take the arm upwards, the hand extending the arms as much as it's comfortable for you. And then again, if you want to try letting go of the chair, that's something you have the option. You can choose it if you want. And breathe. Your nice, calm, and full Ujjayi breath. And then we'll bring the hand or hands down to the heart center. Let the leg come down and walk it out a bit. Next, we're going to face our chair. So you can walk, facing the back of the chair if you want. And this time we're going to reach our left foot back, left hand back for the left foot. So draw that foot up, see if you can grab onto it, and then bring it closer to the buttocks, bring the shoulder blades in, chest forwards and lifted, and the head is above the body. So if it goes down forward, which kind of tends to do, we want to draw it back up and breathe. Nice quadricep stretch. And then release that side. And then we're going to reach back for the right foot and draw it in. And again, the same things with our posture. So our posture actually starts with our feet. So we want a nice grip with the toes. Our arches are there. Our ankles are straight, not leaning in or out. And then we want to think about our pelvic floor. We want it to be neutral. Draw the belly in and upwards. Chest is lifted. Shoulder blades together. Head above the body. Lifting upwards. And breathe. And then we'll release our right foot down. Walk it out a bit. Then we'll turn our chair around and come down in front of it. So if you don't want to turn the chair, maybe just move around. Okay, we're going to do one balance pose here, and then we're going to put our feet up on the chair. So with our knees about a foot or so from the chair, let's bring our right elbow down onto the chair and grip the back of the seat. Stretch our left leg out and roll our left arm up. So this is a chair version of the cross. And we are on our knee. That right knee kind of goes out like a kickstand. Okay, so our arms are in line pretty much. And then we're going to reach our left arm towards the chair. So we're reaching the arm and the foot at the same time. You can let your head go down if you want. Your neck feels good to do that. And then we'll bring the arm back up and swoop back towards the chair. Now we're going to take our left foot out like a kickstand, reach the right leg back, and then swoop the right arm up and stretch the right leg away. Spread the fingers out. You'll probably feel some stretch in this area behind the right hip and mostly the low back. And now let's reach that right arm towards the chair back and stretch that hand and foot away from each other. Breathe. And then take the arm back up And then swoop it around and bring the knee towards the chair. All right, so that's what we're doing with the chair. Now we're going to come down and throw our legs up onto the seat of the chair. So I'm going to do this. Go ahead and get onto your backs and place the backs of your lower legs, so your calves, up on that chair. Just going to bring this down a little. Okay. Once you're there, we're going to take some breaths in, taking our arms up over our heads, reaching. And then exhale, bringing the arms to our sides. Another nice big inhale, stretching the rib cage out. So we stretch the intercostal muscles between the ribs. And then exhale, bring the arms back to the sides. Now we'll go in angel wings. Arms go out to the sides and all the way up above the head, if you can manage that. So as far as you can, and then out to the sides along the floor and back to the hips. And one more set of angel wings going up with the breath, and then exhale, the arms go back down to the hips. Now let's slide the knees towards us so that the feet come off the chair. Bring the knees in. Then we're going to hold on to each knee and take them towards the shoulders. So this is an upside down frog or toad. And then we'll bring the knees back in and place the legs back up on the chair. We're going to take our arms out to the sides. We're going to bring our right arm straight across the chest, so a different type of shoulder stretch. And bring the left hand up to the upper outer arm, so that if you want a little bit more stretch, you have that hand to help guide the arm in closer. And breathe. So your target stretch is in the lower part of the shoulder, kind of on the outer side. And the very top of the upper arm. And then we'll open up the arms. Nice big breath. Exhale, bring the left arm straight across and draw it in if that's appropriate. And then just practice your Ujjayi breathing, focusing on the breath. And then we'll open up the arms. Nice big breath in. And then bring the arms down to the sides. Let's draw our knees in again so you can wrap your arms and hands around. Take the legs up in the air again. And then place the arms to the sides. We're going to make some circles. So take the legs out and around. Out and around. So if you want, you can have one leg on the chair and just do this with one leg up in the air. So it's very similar to what we did when we were sitting down, but of course we're lying down, so everything's a little bit different. And now back the other way. Nice big circles. So again, you can use both your legs at the same time or one at a time. So let's take whichever one you used, if you went one at a time, and switch to the other one. If you're using both legs, let's go ahead and go back the first direction. Feel the abs working. So you're building strength in your core. And then we'll go the other direction. And then bring the feet back together and place the legs back up on the chair. Okay, so now let's take our arms up and over again and do 2 more nice stretches with your breath. Exhale, bring the arms down. And again, arms up and over. Exhale, bring the arms down. Just take a couple breaths. Then we're going to reach our hands between the knees up to the feet, grab onto the big toes, and send the legs up, and then rock side to side. So you can stretch the higher foot up even higher, extending the leg as you rock. Or you can rock all the way over to the outside of one leg, and then all the way over to the outside of the other leg. You can also have the legs far away from the shoulders so that you're feeling a massage across the low back, or in the center so the feet are more over the waist, or if you bring them closer to the chest, you will be able to feel more massaging across the shoulder blades, maybe even the shoulders. So there's so much you can do in Happy Baby. Just play around with it and enjoy it. And then we're going to stretch our legs out. So you can either take them farther apart, or you can try to straighten them, or both. So as long as it feels good to you to stretch the inner legs, how you find it most effective, then go ahead and do that. And we're going to bring those legs back together and place them back up on the chair. We're getting ready for our Shavasana. So again, one more breath with our arms up and over. Big, big breath in. And then we'll be exhaling, bringing the hands down towards our hips, turning the palms up, drawing the shoulder blades close, letting the shoulders sink down towards the earth. So we can keep our legs up on the chair for our Shavasana if you would like, or you can just take the legs down and lie down on your backs with the legs extended. Either way is fine. And the third option is to sit in the chair and sit comfortably and quietly and close the eyes. Focus on the breath. And then notice the sounds around you right now here. We're having a lovely bit of rain. Nice raindrops dropping down the roof. Notice if you hear cars, or maybe you're lucky enough to hear the ocean or imagine it. Notice how your hands and toes and feet feel, and fingers, and maybe flex and and open and scrunch the hands and feet a little bit more. And then relax them. And now it's time to start letting go of your thoughts, allowing the body to fully sink into the floor so that you feel completely comfortable in the body. And now we want to relax the mind. So let the thoughts drift away from you and enjoy the peace that comes with the stillness of Shavasana. And start wiggling your toes and your fingers. And bringing your awareness back to our yoga. If you'd like to sit up, you can roll to one side and come up to a nice comfortable seated position. Or you can stay lying down, stay in the chair, whatever is comfortable to you. We'll do some ohms together to finish up the class. So sitting comfortably and Sukhasana if you want, which is one leg kind of in front or a nice comfortable cross-legged, or you can bring one foot or both feet up to the hips. Let's take a nice breath in and reach up. And then the exhale, we'll bring the hands to the heart center. Be ready for ohms. Breathe in. Om. 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 Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Thank you for being here to practice yoga with me today. Namaste. And good job. Yay. All right. Well, glad you're all here. Let's see, I think, Debbie, you've unmuted.
Yes.
Namaste.
Namaste, Nicole. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a great night.
You too.
And Paul, thank you. And Pauline, you're unmuted. Namaste. And I don't see Vicky. Maybe I'll call her, see if she wants to come on. What do you think, Mom? Mom? Oh, okay, you're unmuted, but I can't hear you. I don't know why.
Hi.
Let me see if my sound is down sound. Hi, Vicky. I don't have to call you after all. Yeah, my sound was kind of low. So now I can probably hear you. Yes?
I can hear you.
I can't hear Mom, no. Aw. I wonder why, because you are unmuted.
Maybe as she
Yeah.
closes it, comes back in.
Oh, I forgot to turn off the recording. Let's
Oh,
get that off.
That
Yeah,
ought to
we'll
be
take that.